New comic book day. I'm actually recording on time and a little venting more. Guess what? CGC, in my opinion, is getting worse even still. You want to find out what I'm talking about? Stick around. Welcome back, family. Thank you so much for joining. It's Wednesday. It's New Comic Book Day. I'm recording a video on Wednesday with comics. Who would have thought? So let's quickly run through the books that I picked up this week. And I actually only had one book on pre-order, believe it or not, after that big one from last week. I did get My Something is Killing the Children, number 18, which was pre-ordered, so get to sit down with that one. What did I pick up while I was there off the wall? This was more of a, I'm getting stuff off the wall today. Picked up a different copy of Barbaric number 1. Now, I don't know if they consider this to be a second printing, but the ones inside the poly bag do have a risque cover. I'm not going to show what that is. And they had a couple other books which were also in the poly bag. So the other ones that I picked up, I have no idea what it looks like, but I was told I have to see the art for myself. Was a copy of Mirka Andolfo's Sweet Paprika. They had a regular one. It's a lighter version of pink. That is the normal rated PG version, I guess you'd say. And the one that's in the poly bag comes out more of a rose, fuchsia, red, whatever you want to call it. And then there's one book called The Last Book You'll Ever Read. I highly doubt that. And they also had a risque poly-bagged cover. So I'm going to have to find out what that one looks like. This one was just so strange that I looked at this and went, you know what, just in case it turns out to be another Stray Dogs, I had to pick them up. But The Adventures of Byron. So, yeah, I have no clue. I just saw them. I'm like, it's just so weird. And the way that they had them reading like their own comic book, it just kind of reminded me of Crossover. So it's from Scout Comics. It might be one that turns into nothing. It might be something that turns into something, and we were all looking back at it in 3-4 months going, darn, I wish I'd bought it. We all suffer from FOMO, don't we? So it's all part of the same series, but Kanto, third season, I guess you'd say, which it's Kanto 3, number 1, which is not really number 1. It's just Kanto's third year, whatever. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 1. I picked up a copy of that. And this one was, I love the artwork on the cover. I just had to get this. It was Beta Ray Bill number 5. I did not read 1 through 4. Sorry, I didn't. I'm probably missing out on something good, but I saw the artwork and I just looked at it and went, I want that in my collection. I just love that book. So where are my Syndicate comics? Yay. That's why I have the microphone off to the side instead of over here. So what I did my video yesterday of my 25 book unboxing, and there'll be a 10 book unboxing that will be airing tomorrow. So that's 35 books that were gotten back to me. And by telling you this number, it's kind of going to tell you what my grades were, but I'm not going to say which books were which, so there's still some surprise in it. But I had 18 books that were not 9.8. Okay. It's half-ish, about a little more than half. But I remember a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, if I got a book back from CGC and I'm paying a premium, especially after they raise the prices, and they don't give me a 9.8, I want to see grader's notes. I want to know why. I think we all would like to know why. Is it a pressable defect? Is it something I might want to consider submitting again? So out of the 18 books that I submitted, I'm going to do this up here so I can actually look in the right direction. There were 8 books that were 9.6, 5 books that were 9.4, 2 books that were 9.2, 1 book that was a 9.0. None of those had grader's notes. Not a single one. I had 2 books that did not have grader's notes, and I knew way in advance what was wrong. One was an 8.5 and one was a 7.0. I knew what was wrong with those books before I sent them in. I just wanted to have them slabbed anyway. But of the 16 books that did not make a 9.8, none of them, not one, had grader's notes to it. What the heck? I used to get grader's notes on anything under 9.4 and under, and sometimes even on 9.6s. I know 9.6 is something that a lot of times you don't get grader's notes. It was close, not quite, whatever. I get it. 9.4, you should get grader's notes. 9.2, 9.0, there should be somebody saying, yes, this is not a 9.8 because we raised our rates and charge you more money and make you wait for 5 months because this is what's wrong with the book. And nothing. Now, the reason I find this so aggravating is that 2 weeks ago, my annual membership for CGC was up for renewal. And I had already clicked off the box for automatic renewal, which some people are going to like, well, why would you do that? It's $120 and they give you $150 in credit. I was really on the fence whether or not I was going to use CGC again. But then it dawned on me that if I'm not a member, I can't see grader's notes, which also includes looking up a book that I might be wanting to buy. If I'm seeing a book at a show, I can look up the serial number on that and see the grader's notes. So I have an idea, yes, this is something I might want to crack and press and fix and try to bump up the grade. Or no, this is something that just won't go anywhere. But if they're not so I checked on it and I paid the $120. So I have $150 credit. I will be sending something at some point in the next 12 months to CGC. But the biggest deciding factor for that was grader's notes. And now we're not even getting that anymore. What's the point? If anybody here has any idea, did they change their philosophy that they're only going to give grader's notes on 8.5s and lower, and anything up from a 9 or up, it's good luck, figure it out yourself. Well, why do we need to send them to them then? Why are we paying more money, and getting less service? I'm sorry, I don't get it. When I find CBCS's submissions coming back, I'm going to be holding a microscope to these guys in comparison. So right now, I'm holding off on submitting more books to anybody at this moment. I might use the credit to send some magazines or something to CGC, because I don't think CBCS has magazine size like Ronin and stuff like that. But dang, I was shocked when I'm going through and I thought maybe my screen's not loading up. Nope, no grader's notes. Zip, zilch, nada. So anyway, let me wrap this up. I got to talk about my books and the 10 book submission, which it's going to be a lot of fun. I really suggest if you want to see me and the missus do something out of the, completely different than we've ever done before, tune in tomorrow to the Thursday premiere of that video. And that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up. Again, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to smash like if you did. Make sure you're a subscriber. And if you can, make sure that you're entered into the 500 subscriber giveaway. Right here, waiting to be given away. Venom Annual number 1, 9.8, white page. So you don't need grader's notes. Signed by Cates and Stegman on 10/27/18. So you're going to add a 9.8 Venom 9.8 slab to your collection if you're the winner. How do you become the winner? You click on the video that you see the link for right now, 500 subscriber. You make sure that you're a subscriber to the channel. You watch that video, leave a comment on that video. Make sure it's clean, nothing political, and nothing offensive. And please, and make sure you click like. When I cross 500 subscribers, I'm going to be pulling a name at random, giving away that book. Even if it's in Canada, I'll figure out a way to get it to you. Okay? Thanks so much. And as always, I'm out.